Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with Alex Sharpe, who's president and CEO of Signature Travel Network, and we're here at the Signature Owners Meeting on Amelia Island, Florida. And we're going to talk a little bit about Signature, the organization, how it's been doing, what the challenges are in the future, and this is Insider Travel Report. Now, Alex, you sort of gave a state of the Signature address earlier in this conference. Let's talk first about that. Where are you as a group in terms of the number of agencies you have, and how you're doing on sales?
Well, absolutely. It's been a great year, and there's something to be said for that, because 17 was a fantastic year, and 18 will certainly be our best year ever, right? And you always want to have the best year ever the next year, but in this cyclical business, that's not always the case, so you can't take it for granted. But 2018 has been fantastic. I think we've hit targets with over 30 suppliers. Right, so that's great. That's money to the bottom line, straight to our members, to our cooperative members. Our business for 2018 has been obviously up, and that's how we got to the overrides. And then for 2019, we've set the stage. As of last month, we were 52% of our 2018 business for 2019 already. When you think about that, I mean, that forward booking curve, right? Staying on that curve is just so incredibly important.
Yeah. Now, one of the things you talked about in your address also is how you're positioning Signature in the market. Obviously you have competitors in agency groups, but where do you put Signature in the group, and how do you market it to the agents out there?
Yeah, we have some great competitors, and I think there's a home for every single agency, right? It's kind of like the products that we all sell. There's a right spot for every agency and every advisor. For us, we talk about being small and nimble. Not me being small and nimble, but the organization being small and nimble. We're just over 200 members. We have the highest average sales per agency in the business. It's really not close, and the highest sales per advisor in the business. And so we're proud of that. But the reason that is because we also have the largest mailing list per agency in the business and the highest email list. And so, those things go together, and certainly we believe that our cooperative environment allows our members to have that confidence, right? So they are completely integrated with us. We work in lockstep, which means we get to market, on their behalf, right? We market their brand on their behalf, and there's no holdback, right? So we're doing, I think over 85% of our members' marketing, we're executing for them in their brands.
No, that's fantastic. Now, the other thing, of course, you've attracted a few agencies this year, about 8, and some pretty big ones, right?
We have, and for us, we have one salesperson across the country. Some of these other consortia, and rightfully so, right? They have a fleet of salespeople. We have one. She hates it when I say this, but she's more of a gatekeeper than a salesperson. She's the one that is really gauging, right, whether that new agency is the right fit for us. Do they want to engage? What's important to them? What do they sell? And does that align with where we want to be strategically? And then on the flip side, right, they're interviewing us. They want to know what we have to offer, and does it fit their business? So, to say we have 8, it sounds great for me. For most other consortia, they'd say, 8, that's a month, right? But the right 8 have made an incredible difference in aligning us and helping us align even more closely with the best strategic partners we have.
Now, what's been doing particularly well in terms of cruise versus hotel versus tour sales for your group?
Well, I would say luxury is doing the best.
Right. Overall, cruise and like that.
Yes, and that's cruise and tour and hotel. Our hotel business is up considerably. It's up double digits, continues to grow. I think we're continuing to be a great partner for those partner hotels and resorts, because it's a focus for us. It's we're a little later to the game than some. And our advisors are really starting to embrace this. Ignacio, in his new role, has helped.
Richard, we'll be talking to him in another interview.
Yeah, he's really helping us kind of broaden that luxury business. But I would say overall, the number one winner and has been the number one winner for the last few years has been River, followed closely by luxury.
Yeah, and well, of course, river and luxury, absolutely. Now, you do have some challenges, and we talked a little bit about those, and some of their opportunities. But one was rebating. I think everybody's talking about rebating. It still seems to be in the market. I mean, what's your view about what's going to happen there?
Well, really, my comments to the supplier partners was, yes, there's some things we'd love to address today, but the reason we want to address them today is because we don't know what the future holds. Mm-hmm. As business gets tougher, and inevitably, right, this wonderful boom that we've all experienced now for several years, where business has grown year on year on year, the economy might change. It might be in 2020 or 2021, but we need to be prepared for that. And so in order to do that, we have to be very protective of the margins that our advisors can earn, right? So we're looking at things like non-commissionables and NCFs, and we're doing a white paper on that, which
I was going to ask you about that because you're going to have that later this year, right?
Absolutely. So
it's a white paper basically on commissions, right?
Then on commissions, on what the effective commission rate is for the advisor. Okay. Because oftentimes the advisors are so busy finding new customers and selling and talking about value that the economics aren't necessarily front and center for them. So we feel it's our role to help them understand where they can earn the most and why. But along with that comes rebating, right? When you think about some of the folks in the marketplace that are able to rebate because they've consolidated, they drive tremendous volumes, and then they're giving it away. Well, if price becomes more sensitive, right, and margins become tougher, and they're able to continue to give it away, there's not going to be anything left for the advisors in the marketplace that want to sell at full rate. And so, we're asking suppliers to take a look. There's no reason why someone should be paying 15% commission, right, and allow a retailer to give back 10% of it, right? So we're just saying, hey, be thoughtful about it. And with all those things, they're really meant to be more suggestions than demands by any stretch. It's think about your business, think about the deep impact that has on the advisor community, which is a critical channel, right, for all of these supplier partners.
And more critical channel these days, and it's recognized for it. And part of that, we were talking a little bit about, sort of the whole concept of agent versus advisor. We had ASTA changing its name. You were one of the first to quickly embrace that. You already had. And what's the impact of that, do you think, on the business?
Well, I think our agents, now advisors, right?
Yeah, we're not allowed to say agents anymore.
We're not allowed. They've always acted like advisors, right? Most of our folks are charging fees, and they understand what it takes to differentiate a booking and to really help someone experience whatever it is they want to experience, whatever destination. I think the biggest opportunity is now collectively, right? And we've implored our members and also our supplier partners to switch to advisor. And the reason we've asked them to do that is because this has always been a very fractured business, right? So if it's fractured and people aren't sure what the value of a travel advisor is, and some people are talking about consultants or counselors or whatever it is, or agents, it just makes it that much more difficult. Right. So a subtle change, right? If all the suppliers started to refer to us as advisors, our industry association is referring to us as advisors, signatures followed, other consortia have already been there, then that's the right thing to do, and it'll give us a collective voice. You saw, I think, the short video that Eben shared at our conference.
Eben from ASTA, yeah. Right.
Eben from ASTA on, really consumer awareness, but it gives us a banner that we can all get behind, and I think that's really important and a great opportunity as we move forward.
Absolutely. Now, lastly, what's ahead for 2019? What sort of major programs are you really counting on for the coming year, and really think will push the business?
Yeah. Well, I won't steal. I know you'll have an interview with Ignacio and Karen, and they'll talk about technology and luxury and some of the marketing initiatives. For us, it's about continuing to engage with our members, know them as well as they know themselves so that we can serve them in the best possible way. We're excited about our luxury initiatives, and I think we'll see that continue to grow. Last year I reported it was more than 50% of our business. It continues to grow, and so that's certainly a focus because we know that that's where advisors can really show value. That's where they can differentiate. for their customers.
And that's why you put Ignacio Maza, who is pretty much an expert in that area, in charge of all that for this year, right?
Absolutely. There's no one with more credibility, I don't believe, in the industry than Ignacio in the luxury space. And there's no more inspiring person. We literally, Ignacio goes somewhere and we see advisors take note and we see business change. We see business go up. He goes to Australia, our business elevates. He goes to Japan, our business elevates. So
he's an influencer.
He really is an influencer, which is funny because he just got on Instagram a couple of years ago, and he wouldn't describe himself as a tech guy, but he is such an influencer, especially in our network, right? People just respect and love him. So it's 2019 is a little bit more of the same and push forward and continue to get smarter about our business. We have some technology things, which we always do. And then on the marketing side, we've made some steps. So we just launched, and I think you saw it, the new Ultimate Experiences magazine. It's next level for us, right? And it really starts to, when you put that in front of your customer, when we put it in front of our supplier partners, they know exactly what our focus is. They know exactly that we want to sell more luxury. So we're really pleased with that. We've created an in-house marketing team, a creative team that is really helping us top to bottom take things to the next level. So that's really what we're focused on, serving our members, driving bottom line. Like I said, 2018 is going to be our best year ever, and 2019 is off to a pretty good start.
Good news all around. Alex, thanks very much for inviting me to this year's Owners Conference. It's been always interesting to get together with your top agents and your top suppliers, and we're looking for more to come. I'll hopefully be with you at the sales meeting in Las Vegas, and we'll talk some more, but it's been a great conference.
I appreciate you being here, as always. Thank you.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.